Ask the bartender and they'll tell you how this person feels about you. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. So this person clearly goes to the bar because that's how the message came to me. Ask the bartender and they'll tell you. If you were to ever go to where this person goes and you ask a bartender what that person always talks about when they go to the bar and get the same drink every night that they are there, they'll tell you exactly who you are. Because this person has gone to that bar and they've talked about you countless times over and over again. This person knows you. They know more about you than they should as the bartender. It seems like this person may drink their, or attempt to drink their worries away. However, it doesn't change anything. It still stays the same. You know, to have that type of reaction or response to a problem, it doesn't improve the problem. It just makes it worse. You know, that's one of those things that you want to stay away from, especially if you're already feeling down. You don't want to go to the bar. That's the last place you want to be. Don't go there. Because you could drown yourself there. You know? And when you start that, it's hard to get out of it. I heard every time you tip that cup, you get a little more stuck. And this is what happened with this person. It's someone who they buried themselves under each cup, is what I heard. And they're really not meant to be under there. It's just what they chose. So, the same reason as to why you're not with them is the same thing that they're indulging in. There's something here about someone being very excessive in their actions and activities. So in whatever it was doing, even if it wasn't drinking in particular for everyone's person, it's some type of addictive behavior that they had that you couldn't stand it. You couldn't stand it. You couldn't stand to be with this person. You know how some people just have that thing that they just cannot stand it, and they could not be with someone who does this thing? It feels like that. Like for me, a deal breaker for me is cigarettes. That is so disgusting to me when it comes to cigarettes. No, honey. No. I don't like those sticks. Not one bit. So that's a deal breaker for me. Now, I'm sure, excuse me, that you all can pinpoint something that is considered a deal breaker for you. And when you know that somebody does that thing, whatever that is, it will completely turn you off. So some of you might feel like me, you don't like those stank sticks. You got that? No, thank you. That's a complete no for me. So what is that for you? What is that one thing that you are like, that's a deal breaker for me? I can't be with nobody that does that. Okay? So yeah, this person is someone that could have in fact been your soulmate. You know, because this is a real thing. You could be, or you can encounter your twin soul, and they can have an issue that they're fighting. It's like real talk. They can have an issue that they're fighting, and meeting you is meant to help them in that moment. It is to remind them of the other aspect of themselves. Because many times when you hear twin flames or twin souls, what that really is about is meeting someone who you're actually in alignment to be with, because there are aspects of you that match and that are similar. So it's like, if in this case, if you're the healed twin, then you are the one that has overcome the darkness. You've gone through awakenings and you have a clearer understanding of what it means to heal and what it means to grow from really challenging times in your life. And when you meet your twin soul, one of you are going to still be struggling with certain darker aspects of their personality, of their ways, of the activities that they choose to indulge in. Your twin soul, no matter if it's you that's struggling with something, or if it's your twin soul, one of you is going to be healed and the other one is not. And the one that is not is the one that runs, because they know that they're not ready for you, even though they want you so bad. But they know that spiritually they're not ready for you. And they will run away. They will run fast. They put the good shoes on, okay? Strap up those laces real tight, and they be gone, ghost, real fast. Can't catch that, okay? So, this is the energy that I'm picking up on. And surprisingly, I'm talking about the twin soul, but I know I've come across some twins in my life, right? And usually, one of the twins is like the one that's more sickly, and the other one is okay. I always wondered about that. I haven't thought about it in a while until right now. But there's some type of spiritual message there. There's some type of spiritual message there. I'm hearing higher self and lower self. The two twins is a representation of the higher self and the lower self. Bringing the twin that's more sickly, it is bringing on the energy from the past life. I'm hearing something really, it's trippy. Hold on. It's trippy. Twins stay together through every lifetime. So every other lifetime, the twins switch when it comes to who's sickly and who's not, is what I'm getting. I never channeled this before. I know I've thought about it, but now they're talking about it. Okay? This like swapping energy to where they take turns because they're one. So they take turns and they stay together through each lifetime, and they learn different aspects of life together separately. I know that may sound confusing, but just replay it if you need to understand what I said. Okay, and they keep on switching between the healthy twin and the sickly twin throughout different lifetimes, is what I'm getting. So that together it's shared knowledge regardless of anything, because twins are one regardless of of anything, they're still united. They're still united. That twin energy is, that's a real thing. There's something also about dominant energy here. Spiritually taking on the stronger aspect of the personality, stronger personality trait. It's just one is more dominant. Okay, wait a minute. I'm trying to look something up. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I looked up why is one twin usually sickly? And it shows one twin may become sickly due to differences in epigenetic factors, genetic mutations, or environmental influences. Even among identical twins, for example, epigenetic changes can alter gene expression. And while identical twins have the same DNA, random mutations can occur after conception. In fraternal twins, who are no more genetically similar than regular siblings, differences in health can be even more pronounced. Okay. Yeah, so it's crazy how the other day I was talking about sigils and signs on the DNA, on the genes, illuminating. And then it started to talk about the transcriptions, being able to unlock aspects of self. It's like what I just got from all this, and it's talking about genes again. They've been bringing me to the concept of genes and science this week. But Spirit is basically saying that I just heard one twin can unlock the other. Yep. That's what I got. I'm just keep it simple just like that. One twin, and that's exactly what it is with twin souls. It's the same thing. One twin becomes dominant to be able to heal the other to a certain extent, dependent on how, like the condition of the sickly twin. So when it comes to a twin soul situation, the sickness is spiritual. It's not physical, even though it could turn physical, just because spiritual sickness can quickly turn into much more than what meets the eye. Because when one's genes are not activated, they usually are suffering from like stress, depression, and all types of detachments that actually should be attached. Okay. Because they haven't connected, they haven't attached to themselves, is what I'm getting here. So this is the reason why this person has chosen to, how can I say, they've chosen to forfeit their opportunity with you, and they chose to complain instead of doing the work on themselves. They chose to pity themselves, and they actually chose to go to the bar and talk to the bartender about you, when there was another option, there was another way, but they allowed themselves to succumb to the same, what I want to call it, the same vice that caused them to lose you. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this message. It feels like one of those messages where you tried for long enough And for whoever this is, you didn't have anything left in you to try to get them to be the better version of themselves. They chose otherwise, and you did your part, and that's all you can do. So it feels like you walked away from this person, whoever they are. Mind you, this doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be anyone here. However, for some of you, it will be like a romantic partner that this happened to. Okay, so that is it for this message. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. If you deem this energy as suitable to continue to walk with you on your spiritual journey, drop it down in the comments below. I declare this is an aspect of my love, because regardless of how much love you have for this person, you know that you had to put you first. Because if you had have remained with this person, it could have definitely destroyed you. So kudos to you on making the best decision even when it was difficult. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. To book a healthy conversation, you can by visiting www.milkhoneyrose.org. Also, you can join the membership here on YouTube to gain access to additional content, and I'll see you in the next one.